So how does the future of war look? Massive armies clashing on a battlefield? A lone hero saving the day? Probably not. Most experts agree that the next great conflict won't be fought by soldiers in trenches, but by machines in the sky, a terrifying evolution of warfare. And today, we're looking at the intricate and secretive development of these new weapons. A world where engineers and labs create autonomous killers that could be sold to the highest bidder, from rogue states to your own government. But as we pull back the curtain on this new technological arms race, we'll also be asking how it affects you. Have you ever looked up at a clear blue sky and felt a strange sense of unease, or wondered what unseen eyes might be watching from above? As our world becomes more monitored and automated, have you ever stopped to think what happens when that automation is given a weapon? I will warn you now, your life will probably be better if you don't watch this video. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, and you'll be happier not knowing, because once we look into this abyss, there's no turning back. I hardly ever thought about drones. I used to see them as toys for hobbyists or tools for photographers, those little quadcopters buzzing around parks and beaches. I'd always think, what's the big deal? They're just remote-controlled cameras. If you can relate, then by the end of this video, I guarantee you'll have changed your mind about these seemingly harmless gadgets. But let's start at the beginning there. Are all kinds of military technologies, from stealth bombers to aircraft carriers to nuclear submarines. There will always be a race to build the next dominant weapon. Imagine a battlefield where no human soldier is seen, only a sky darkened by thousands of autonomous machines. What if these aren't just drones, but a collective intelligence capable of overwhelming any defense? We re-diving deep into the chilling reality of drone swarms, and how they not just a sci-fi fantasy, but the terrifying future of war. This isn't about one single, large, expensive drone like the Predators or Reapers you've seen in the news. This is about something far more numerous, far more coordinated, and far more frightening. Think of a swarm of locusts, a coordinated wave of insects that can strip a field bare in minutes. Now, imagine each of those locusts as a flying, thinking, and potentially lethal robot. This is the core concept of a drone swarm, a large number of interconnected, autonomous drones that work together as a single entity to achieve a common goal. They communicate with each other, sharing information, coordinating their attacks, and adapting to a changing environment in real time, all without direct human control for every single action. If one drone is shot down, another instantly takes its place, its role absorbed by the collective. The swarm learns, it adapts, it persists. It's a distributed, decentralized network of lethality, making it incredibly difficult to defend against. You can't just shoot down one or two. You have to defeat the entire hive mind. Could a tiny, autonomous drone be the most powerful weapon on the planet? What if 1,000 of them, working in perfect unison, could decide the fate of nations? Get ready to explore the game-changing and potentially terrifying implications of drone swarms and why military strategists around the globe are scrambling to understand their power. The strategic advantages are undeniable, which is why countries like the United States, China, Russia, and Israel are pouring billions into their development. A swarm can be used for overwhelming surveillance, blanketing a huge area with sensors and feeding a constant stream of data back to a central command. It can act as a communications network, creating an ad hoc, self-healing grid over a battlefield. But the most chilling application is, of course, offensive. Imagine a swarm tasked with taking out an enemy's air defense system. Dozens or even hundreds of small, cheap drones could be launched as a first wave. Most might be simple decoys designed to be shot down, their only purpose to make the enemy reveal their radar locations and waste precious ammunition. As the anti-air missiles fly, the swarm's collective intelligence maps out the exact position of every launcher. Then, a second wave strikes. The killer drones, which were hiding within the swarm, now have a clear path to their targets, surgically, and simultaneously eliminating the entire defense network. The cost for the attacker? A few $100,000 in disposable drones. The cost for the defender? $1 billion defense system, now a smoldering ruin, leaving their high-value assets like air bases and command centers completely exposed. The implications for traditional military hardware are staggering. How does a multi-billion-dollar aircraft carrier, the symbol of naval supremacy for a century, defend itself against a coordinated attack from 1,000 self-guiding sea-skimming drones or submersibles, all striking at once from different directions? How does a tank platoon survive when a swarm of small, armor-piercing drones descends from above, targeting the weakest point on their turrets? The traditional calculus of warfare, which often pits expensive system against expensive system, is being thrown out the window. The future may belong to those who can master the art of the cheap, the numerous, and the intelligent. This is asymmetric warfare on a scale we've never seen before. This technology isn't decades away. In 2021, the US military conducted an exercise where a swarm of over 100 autonomous drones successfully navigated a complex urban environment, collectively identifying and tracking targets without a human operator in the loop. China has showcased videos of swarms being launched from trucks and helicopters, forming intricate patterns in the sky. The race is on, and the finish line is a world where autonomous swarms are a standard part of the military playbook. So what does this mean for the future? It means battlefields will be faster, more lethal, and increasingly devoid of human decision-making at the point of attack. The ethical questions are immense. If a swarm makes a mistake and targets a school or a hospital, who is responsible? The programmer who wrote the code? The commander who deployed the swarm? The manufacturer who built the drones? When the kill chain is fully automated, accountability becomes a dangerously blurry concept. We are on the verge of crossing a threshold where machines will be given the autonomy to make life and death decisions. And once that line is crossed, there may be no going back. The future of warfare is here, and it's coming not as a single soldier, but as a thousand-eyed, thousand-winged monster in the sky. And you will never look at a small buzzing drone the same way again.